Welcome to Agenda Edina, a news program summarizing the actions taken at City Hall that affect you most. I'm your host, Dorothea Marty. Art is important in Edina, and now the city's Art Center Board is taking a broader approach toward art and culture in the city. The Edina Art Center Board is looking to update its name and mission. In a work session with the City Council, the Art Center Board recommended the Council change the Art Center Board to the Edina Arts and Culture Commission to reflect a broader scope and ambition. The newly named commission will largely focus on arts and culture in Edina as a whole, rather than the Art Center's operations. The commission will be modeled after other city commissions, such as the Energy and Environment Commission, serving as an advisor to the City Council.
So the Arts and Culture Commission would have a much broader focus in terms of theater and dance, music, poetry, any type of artistic or cultural event that is going on within the City of Edina. So the Arts and Culture Commission would focus on those type of activities rather than just on something that is happening here at the Edina Arts Center.
The Art Center Board will bring the ordinance change to update the board's name and mission to the council at a meeting in March. The Edina City Council has approved more than $110,000 to be used to improve housing opportunities and provide a suitable living environment for those with low and middle incomes in the form of community development block grants. 15% of the allotted funds are directed to the public service agencies, household and outside maintenance for the elderly or home, Community Action Partnership for Suburban Hennepin, and Homeline. The remaining 85% is directed to the rehabilitation of private property and West Hennepin Affordable Housing Land Trust.
Well, the Community Development Block Grant Program started in 1974, and it provides funding to income-eligible Edina residents to assist them in improving their living environment and also to enhance the maintenance of their properties. So it's really a win-win for the homeowner and the resident and the community at large.
The Community Development Block Grant Program is a federal entitlement program administered by the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development. Each year, domestic abuse affects hundreds of thousands of people nationwide, including some in Edina. That's why the city commits almost $15,000 annually to Cornerstone, a victim support organization in Bloomington. Edina 16's Dietrich Nissen shows us how the organization helps to restore lives.
Domestic abuse can happen anywhere, on any day, and usually no one says a word.
Fear is definitely something that a victim of domestic violence has to deal with.
In 2012, Cornerstone helped more than 100 Edina residents escape their abusers. Manager Cheryl Cobb-Utenin can easily recall one of those cases.
It was very difficult for her after a almost 40-year marriage to be able to say, it is time that I go. Her abusive spouse had basically bought the children with money. They knew exactly where the power lay. And so for her, it really felt like she was alienating herself from her family.
The anti-violence group offers housing while also providing support services such as a 24-hour crisis line, legal help, and violence prevention education.
Just because the abuse has stopped for now doesn't mean it's going to stop forever.
Former Eden Prairie officer Bob Olson now works as a Cornerstone coordinator. During his time on the force, he came up with an idea to keep track of domestic abuse reports. That way, police and prosecutors can create a case based off an abuser's history.
The days of the officer responding and wanting to deal with just what happened today is gone.
It's wonderful for us because we can take the call, process it, and send it to Cornerstone. Cornerstone will then walk with the prosecuting attorneys through the rest of the process.
However, police can't offer help if no one says there's a problem. One of the major obstacles facing Cornerstone is underreporting. The U.S. Department of Justice says only 1/5 of all rapes are reported nationwide.
My message to the victims is reach out to somebody for help, whether it's your law enforcement agency, whether it's Cornerstone, whether it's your pastor at your church, your family, your doctor.
When there's violence in a relationship, your safety has to come first.
And that's why groups like Cornerstone exist, to help protect those who can't protect themselves. In Bloomington, Dietrich Nissen, Edina 16.
According to the National Coalition Against Domestic Violence, 1 in every 4 women will experience domestic violence in her lifetime. If you or someone you know needs help, call Cornerstone's helpline at 952-844-0330. After sitting vacant for more than 2 years, the old Public Works building is being torn down this spring. The site at 5146 Eden Avenue was purchased by the city in 1963 and used as the city's public works site until 2010. The department then moved to its new location on Metro Boulevard. The $98,000 contract for demolition and disposal of the building was awarded to Minnesota-based J. Johnson Construction.
In the city's Grandview planning, the community expressed a great desire to have something different on this property, something that was contributing to the whole community. But before we can build something, before we can design something, we have to get rid of the old building. So that's the first step in this multi-year process to have something bigger constructed here.
Demolition and disposal of the building is expected to be finished by May 31st. Thanks for watching this episode of Agenda Edina. I'm your host, Dorothea Marty.